Long before the world knew the convenience and speed of automobiles, there lived a curious and inventive young man named Alexander. Born in the 18th century, Alexander spent his days tinkering with machinery and dreaming of creating something revolutionary that would change the way people traveled. In the quaint village where Alexander lived, horses and carriages were the primary means of transportation. One day, as he watched the horses laboriously pulling carriages through muddy streets, he pondered if there could be a better way to move from one place to another. The breakthrough came to Alexander when he observed the steam-powered machines used in nearby factories. He was fascinated by the concept of harnessing steam's power to create motion. With boundless enthusiasm, he began to experiment, building small-scale steam engines in his humble workshop. However, as much as Alexander admired the steam engines, he soon realized that they were too cumbersome for everyday use. They required an enormous amount of water and fuel, making them impractical for personal transportation. Undeterred, Alexander continued his quest, determined to find a more efficient and compact solution. After countless sleepless nights and tireless efforts, a spark of inspiration struck him. Instead of relying on the heavy steam engines, he envisioned a self-propelled vehicle powered by an internal combustion engine. He began working diligently, sketching intricate designs, and fabricating parts from metal and wood. His invention was a far cry from the sleek and sophisticated cars we know today, but for Alexander, it was a marvel of innovation. Finally, the day arrived when Alexander's creation was ready for a test run. He affectionately called it the Wheelmobile. The contraption had 3 wheels, a crude engine, and a wooden frame. It was nothing short of a strange and wondrous sight. With a mixture of excitement and trepidation, Alexander climbed into the driver's seat. He turned the ignition, and the engine roared to life with a series of sputters and coughs. The Wheelmobile rumbled forward, jerking and lurching as Alexander steered it along the narrow village lanes. The villagers watched in astonishment as Alexander's invention trundled through the streets. Some laughed, dismissing it as a curious novelty, while others saw the potential in his creation. Despite the imperfections, Alexander saw the future of personal transportation unfolding before his eyes. As months passed, Alexander continued to refine his invention, making it more reliable and efficient. With each improvement, the Wheelmobile gained popularity among the villagers. People started to recognize the value of this novel mode of transportation, and whispers of its potential spread beyond the village. News of Alexander's invention eventually reached the city, where influential individuals and investors saw the promise of this new technology. They approached Alexander with offers of financial support and collaboration, recognizing the transformative impact his invention could have on the world. With newfound resources and a dedicated team of engineers, Alexander's invention underwent a dramatic transformation. The wooden frame was replaced with a sturdier metal chassis, and the engine became more powerful and efficient. It was no longer the Wheelmobile, but a true horseless carriage. On a bright and sunny day, Alexander proudly unveiled his latest creation to the world. The horseless carriage attracted a crowd of curious onlookers who gathered in awe and amazement. With a sense of accomplishment and hope for the future, Alexander climbed into the driver's seat once more. This time, the engine purred smoothly, and the horseless carriage glided gracefully along the road. The cheers and applause of the crowd filled the air, heralding the birth of the world's first car. Alexander's invention marked the beginning of a transportation revolution that would shape the course of history. The concept of the automobile spread far and wide, paving the way for advancements in technology and engineering that would eventually lead to the modern cars we know today. And so, the journey of the first car's invention was one of curiosity, perseverance, and a belief in the power of innovation. From the humble beginnings of the Wheelmobile to the awe-inspiring horseless carriage, Alexander's dream became a reality, leaving an indelible mark on the world and changing the way people moved forever.